Boom.
Boom. So, hi everyone. I'm so glad you guys were able to make it. We are Kenny and Chelsea Philibon.
We've been with It Works for 13 months now. We are Double Diamond leaders. And tell them a little bit about our journey, how we got to where we're at.
Well, we started as loyal customers back in April 2015, and we loved the products. We tried them out for 3 months. There was a BOGO deal going on.
BOGO wraps.
Which is going on right now this weekend, so that's awesome. We work in that. But we did it because we were like, yeah, let's try these wraps, whatever. And then 3 months later, we loved the products and we signed up. So we signed up July 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And we went Ruby in 2.5 months and got our $500 Ruby bonus. That was awesome.
Yes.
And then at 7 months, we went Diamond and got a $20,000 bonus. And then the next month, we got a $30,000 bonus. We went Double Diamond. So super awesome. This company really has changed our life. We signed up to make $200 extra a month. We were thrilled if we did that. And we make way more than that. So an average Double Diamond makes $6,000. So that is true, actually.
Yep.
That's what our check says. So it's amazing and it is life-changing. So we want to talk to you guys about social media. So get a pen and paper out, write down some notes because we do have some things that you'll want to write down and just remember.
We're not pros, we don't have it all figured out, but we've learned some stuff over the past year. And some of this information we're going to share with you guys, we stole from some other ambassador leaders and things. So just really good information that we want to pass along to you guys. So have your phone handy to take some notes or something to write down with, because we're going to throw some stuff at you guys. And we don't want to take a real big chunk of time. We want to kind of get through some of this stuff that you can revisit on your own later. And then we want to open it up for questions and answers at the end.
Yes. So the first thing is social media is great for your friends and family. It's great to say, hey, look at what I'm doing. This is my new adventure I started. This is what we have as a business opportunity or as products. So social media is amazing for that. Also, it's great for expanding your cold market. Now, we talk about going out and blitzing people and meeting people at restaurants, stores, maybe at a soccer game, your kids in soccer or something, and those are great. And that is part of how we do it. We wear these shirts. People ask us what works, so that's great. But social media can be used, especially nowadays, all over the world. So we are in 20 different countries, I'm pretty sure. 21? I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that. And you can talk to people over in Europe on Instagram, Facebook, even Periscope, YouTube. Those are worldwide platforms that we can reach people and share these products with. And so there is a right way to do it and there is a wrong way to do it. And so we're going to talk about that today. We just really want you guys to be yourself. And sometimes that's easier said than done. So we're going to give you a lot of good examples today and show you what that looks like. So
you'll hear us refer to cold market and warm market, and I was unfamiliar with those terms when we started. So for those of you who aren't familiar with that, your warm market being the people who are family, friends, coworkers, people who you already have a relationship with that you'll be able to reach out to about your business. And then your cold market would be strangers, or like what Chelsea's talking about, people online, through Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So when you hear us use that phrase or those terms, you'll know what we mean. Something that I watched, probably 6-8 weeks ago, there was a video by Christina Watts, I believe it is. She's top 14 income earner or something, ambassador. So I wrote down, it was enlightening for me, eye-opening. I wrote down what she called her 10 Fs. And that's something we're going to ask you guys to jot down. It should hopefully be kind of some guidelines to trigger creativity and inspire you on the things you want to use to post with. So again, just kind of some guidelines, some things you can work through and create to make your own. So we're going to run through those real quick, the 10 Fs. So if you want to write these things down, the first thing that Christina talked about was food. So how easy is that? We're all eating all the time. So if you want to use that as something, we both do it, especially when you surprise yourself and this meal looks really great on a plate. You're like, let me get some good lighting and take a picture of this. But everyone's interested in food. Everyone loves food. So it's something that's really good to post about. We do it all the time. Sometimes I'll be sneaky, like I'll hide a bottle of Fat Fighters in the background behind my biscuits and sausage gravy.
Yes, yeah.
So anyway, food is the first
People
F.
notice it.
So you may want to use that to kind of inspire you and be something that you can post about. It shows people that you're a real person. You eat too. You're not just trying to push products on your social media with your cold market. So first F is food.
Yeah, all these F's are just to show that you're a real person.
Right.
You're not infomercial all the time. You know, we are real people. We have families. And the second one is friendship. We have friends. We hang out with our friends. We go out. Even if you're a mom of 4 kids and you're like, yeah, I don't go out with my friends. Well, do you have a mom over with her kids? You know, post a picture of you hanging out with her and her kids, or just your babies playing on the floor, whatever it is. Or if you're out to coffee with a friend,
right,
or to movie, dinner, whatever it is, just, it doesn't, now these are not like 10 F's you have to do every day, but like throughout your week, you know, post about friendship. Like, oh, I love my friend such and such. She's just so awesome. She's always there for me. Even if it's just a post like that. Like, that's really cool. Or Throwback Thursday, those kinds of posts. Those are great to use for friendship.
The third F would be fun. So an example I would do, a couple nights ago, I went bowling with a group of young adults from our church. And so I took a picture of that and just posted us bowling. So anyway, that's just another example, like kind of like friendship. You're out doing things, you're living life. It just piques people's interest, shows them different things that you're doing. And when someone comes to your Instagram or your Facebook and they're kind of scrolling through, like maybe you've messaged them, and Chelsea will talk about that a little later, like they're going to try and check out who you are. So if they're seeing a variety of these 10 Fs, that's going to show them like, oh, this is a fun, cool person. This person has a life other than every single picture or post they look at is #itworks, you know, or whatever else. So, I mean, there's a time and a place for those things. We're not knocking it, but you just want it to be balanced. So the first one, food. The second one, friendship. The third one, fun. And
the fourth one is freedom. So freedom posts can be like, you know, it's amazing that It Works has allowed me the opportunity to buy new pots and pans because we are actually going to
We're going to do that today.
But ours are all like scratched off and like not healthy to eat on anymore. So we really do need to get a new set. But $200 a year ago was really hard for us to do. That would have put us into some debt.
Yeah, we were able to cover our bills and stuff. We're grateful for our jobs, but we didn't have the extra.
So like just those kinds of things, even if it's just you sold a wrap and you made $25 cash, awesome. Say, hey, me and my husband get to go out to dinner tonight because I sold a wrap. Like, we get to have a date night. How fun is this? This is freedom. Like, we couldn't do this before, but this $25 from selling a wrap is part of how It Works pays us, you know? So just posting those kinds of things and a picture of you and your husband or you and your friend going out because you have that extra $25, that is freedom. And that's fun, and that's friendship. So right there, you're hitting 3 Fs. Boom.
Yeah. Number 5 is family. We just did, and again, we'll talk about this a little bit later, we just did a video on what's happening in our family. We're being licensed to become foster parents. Actually, we just received our license. So we did a video that had a ton of response, and we'll talk about that. But family should be super easy for you to post about, whatever that looks like for you. But again, showing people I'm a real, authentic person. I have family. So that's a great way to incorporate some interesting and engaging posts on your wall.
Yeah, and then another F is faces. So how we do that is selfies. You know, take a selfie with your daughter, your husband, your friend, whatever. People want it, or just yourself. You with a product, even that works. Like a selfie with you holding the box of Cleanse. I did that, and I got 3 potential loyal customers from that one post, which is crazy. I just put in some little bubbles, and we'll talk about some apps that you can use just to make it cute and interesting. And people were like, oh, what's she doing? So there's Chelsea. What does she have in her hand? So faces are good.
I did a selfie the other day with a bottle of the Confianza because I've been having trouble falling asleep. And for me, it just helped me relax. So I take a couple at night while I'm watching TV, and then it's helping me fall asleep a lot easier. So I just took a picture with that, and then we were at a birthday party for a couple 3-year-olds, and this lady comes up to me who saw my post, and she's like, hey, I've actually been having trouble falling asleep. Like, do you think that might work for me? So we were able to talk through ingredients and whatever, and then we signed her up yesterday. So the selfie thing, faces being number 6 on the F list, that's a good one for sure. Also, fitness would be number 7. So if you're into being a product of the product, and of course we encourage that, if you're into exercise, working out, even if you're like walking your dog at the park or whatever that might be, if there's something that you can show that plays up to the fitness side of things, again, we share supplements and products that are intended to be partnered with a healthy lifestyle, with eating decently. So it's important to make sure you paint these products that you're sharing in the appropriate light. We don't want people thinking we're offering magic pills or magic wraps or whatever. Like, it's a supplement. It's meant to supplement a healthy lifestyle. So if you can incorporate every now and again something having to do with fitness, that's another good F to use.
And the 8th one, is fashion. So like, you got your nails done, or you have a really cute shirt on, or it doesn't even have to be of you. You found something on Pinterest that you just love. The outfit combos that they do, especially for girls, this is easier. Or nails that you saw on Pinterest, you can post that, and I get people following me because on Instagram because of fashion posts that when I do them, they start to follow me. So that's really good to get new followers on Instagram, especially.
And do future.
Okay.
Number 9. Future.
So the future really.
It can be like goals too.
It can be like goals. It doesn't mean you are there. You're not double diamond yet. That's okay.
Right.
You can say, you know what, in a year, I am pushing to become diamond or double diamond and stay home with my kids and not have to work anymore. That's my goal. And It Works can make that happen for me. Like, if I continue to work this business, it can happen. Or saying, like, I did a post a couple months ago, Kenny and we are double diamond and emerald. Those are our ranks in this business. And I made a post with us 3, me, him, and our daughter. And I just said, by the end of this year, I'm claiming a goal of triple diamond and double and diamond. Yeah. Triple diamond and diamond. That's what I said. I'm claiming those goals for our family. That's an average of $12,000 a year. Yeah. Like, that is completely life changing. I said, we can pay off our car. We could, start saving. We can give more. I just put a couple little bullet points, and I got so many likes and so many people commenting, like, I hope this happens for you, wish you the best of luck, all that kind of stuff. So that just created interest, and people are like, wow, I hope she does that. And I hope we do, because then we can say we did it, and that's exciting. 2
things that I love about what she did in that post, and I would encourage you to plug this in if you're not doing it already. She did 2 things. She didn't use insider language. So she did say, we're claiming triple diamond and diamond, but she didn't leave it there. She defined what that meant. So for people who are your audience, we always say people are watching. So stay consistent in your posting. People are watching. She also defined that. That's an average of X amount of money. So people who are feeling tight in their pocketbook, they're like, oh, that's X amount of money. They're earning this from home, from their cell phone. Mm-hmm. And then she also gave some tangible examples about what that would mean to us, paying off cars, vacations, whatever it is. So do things like that, because you never know when you're going to say something that strikes a chord with somebody. And not to get ahead, but like we did that one time when we first started. We were really new. And our commission check paid for like 2 weeks worth of groceries.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And that made a difference to somebody. Mm-hmm. So giving examples along with dollar amounts, that's a big deal. And then the 10th F, Christina Watts, when she posted this, she's like, this one's optional, and it is. But for some of you, faith may be a component in your life. And if it is, use that as something to post about. Maybe you were at church, or maybe you read something in a book that meant something to you, and that's a part of your faith. So you can post about that. And these are all just things that really make a difference in reminding people that we're real folks. So real quick, it's food, friendship, fun, freedom, family, faces, fitness, fashion, future, and faith. 10 Fs.
So that's about posting, and posting is super important, especially if you're brave enough to do videos, those are great too. We get lots of views, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But posting is not everything with social media. I mean, it is a part of it, but another huge part of it is messaging, actually. Not expecting them to just come to you, but you going out to people that like your posts or maybe commented on your posts, like, hey, I'm interested, say, I'll message you and message them right away. But building relationships too. So sometimes I will friend someone on Facebook or Instagram, and I will just message them like, hey, your kids are so adorable, or hey, I love what you do. You know, it looks like you're a photographer and you're into fitness, and like, that's so awesome. I'm so glad that we're friends on Facebook now. You know, or I'll ask them like, hey, what do you do? How's your summer going? Like, I'll just start talking to them, sort of leaving open-ended questions too. So that way they have to give me something back and not just like, okay, that was nice of her. I don't know who she is. But like, that she'll be, that they usually respond because they're like, oh, hey, yeah, I saw that we have this person in common, friends-wise or whatever. And then we just start talking. So that's always great. But if I'm messaging about products or about the business, I always keep it pretty short, a couple sentences, and I leave an open-ended question like, are you interested in something like that? Does that sound like something you would like as a product or whatever? And then they usually respond. I'm not like, hey, let me know. I never say that.
Right.
Because they won't let you know. But if you leave a question, then most time people are like, I need to respond. You know, they don't want to be rude. So some people still don't respond, and that's okay. That just happens. But leaving open-ended questions like that really, really helps, and following up, building relationships. Because some people, they're like, yeah, I'm interested in the business, and then this and this and this and this and this happens, and then I just start talking to them about their life. I get to know them, what they're doing, and then after a few months, they will sign up because they're like, wow, she cared about me as a person. It wasn't just about the business. Right. Because it's not just about the business. It is about the person. This can change their life. And if you truly believe that, then you're going to take time to invest in people and not just join my team. Yeah. That doesn't work. So if you're thinking that way, that's not going to work. You have to really care about the person because they're people and they have a life. Outside of it works, and so do you. So care about the person and be there, build relationship.
I just want to re-highlight what you said because it's so important. I don't want anyone to miss it. She's talking about posting is, and we refer to it as like your open sign on your business. I'm posting, so I'm open for business. But what she's saying is the second part of that that's huge is us not expecting people to come to us, but you being intentional about messaging people. And I can't tell you how many times we or other leaders that we talk to say, oh, I had so-and-so, they've been in this for 4 or 5 months now, and they messaged me and said, oh gosh, no one's interested, I'm working my business and I can't get anyone to sign or whatever. And what do we always ask them? We say, okay, what are you doing daily? And they're like, well, I post. And then that's it. And that's great. Like, you got to stay consistent in that. Yeah. But are you being intentional to reach out and to message people and ask them specifically? I mean, that's huge. So another big component to social media. Another thing we want to talk about, and we're almost to the end here, is interactive posts. Okay, this is huge. So write that down. Interactive posts. What are things that we can do to generate traffic to our pages? Okay, so one of the things that we've done that Chelsea saw somebody doing, and again, there aren't very many original ideas. We're just taking things that work from other people. She posted this picture one time. It had 6 different Christmas trees on it, and they were numbered 1 through 6. And she just asked the question, which one's your favorite Christmas tree? It blew up. People were having conversation in the comments back and forth about why they liked tree 1 or why they liked tree 3.
Or favorite vacation spots, favorite house. I mean, there's so many I've seen out there. And
so what that's doing is that's
great.
Every time someone's commenting, every time someone's liking, that is bringing that back up again in other people's news feeds. So
your audience is getting broader.
More people are seeing that. Exactly. We just did one a few weeks ago about parenting because our daughter is now in a toddler bed because she was climbing out of her crib. And so now we're being woken up at like 1:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock, and 7:20. It's like 3 or 4 times in the night she's in our room. We're not sleeping anymore. So we're asking genuine, real life, authentic questions like, parents, what are you doing? What did you do when your child was this age? Again, it's generating traffic. People are interacting on your page, and it shows others who you're messaging when they come to check you out. Oh, like they're friendly people. They have people commenting and liking. So interactive posts is huge.
And Facebook Live is huge. Doing videos, Facebook Live is amazing. We did one on about our fostering process, and that we got licensed to foster just recently, and over 900 views right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
It's crazy because 2 days before I did a video about a product or something, something about the business, and I got like 150 views or something, which was great. Then we did this one, and it was like over 900. Then yesterday I did another Facebook Live about loyal customer program, like what that means, and I have over 300 views from that one. So I think the video the day before has helped traffic some people into my Facebook, and so they saw that I was doing another video. A lot more views on that, which was awesome. So I'm going to be doing one today about the BOGO reps for sure. Probably after this call, I'm going to do a Facebook Live about the BOGO reps. Those are super, people notice those. They come up on people's feed a lot better than even posting a video. Facebook Live. So if you want something important said, do that, and your audience will grow for sure.
Yeah. Something that we suggest, and again, every leader leads differently, so we're not knocking it, just something that we lead our team to do, is try not to use a ton of stock photos, like things you find off Google. First of all, I'm a music and media pastor, so I edit video, I do photography, a lot of video stuff. So something that catches my eye is quality, like every time. So look at some other ambassadors and other upline leaders in the business. Look at their pages, like look at how they've used Instagram to edit their photos, the brightness, the look to them, like really clean. Make sure you're taking quality pictures and posting those. Yeah, it's appealing. You don't want to use a bunch of stock photos. The worst are pictures that a lot of people have copied and saved. They start getting super grainy. So you want people to think quality when they think of it works, when they think of you and of your business. They want to associate that with quality and higher end, not spammy, not salesy, not infomercial. So that's why we like to say, do something personal. Take a selfie with a product, or like Chelsea said, if you're at coffee with somebody, do that versus finding something offline. And another thing for me, again, this is just the way we try to do it, is using images that are corporate approved. That's kind of an axe to grind that I have, because I've actually heard even recently this week of somebody who says they got their business shut down because they were using information, their words were using information that wasn't corporate approved. So I don't know if that was images or what that was, but we just want to keep our businesses above board. We want to keep it in a way that looks good, quality images, and it's just really important to have the backing of our company. So when you use those corporate approved images, you know that it's something that corporate backs. It's going to be good quality. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at like stock images and stuff. Keep it personable.
And to just go off of that a little bit, you want people to feel something from your posts. You want to create curiosity, like what are they doing? What is that product? What does it do? I need to ask them. How much is it? So don't answer like on the post when people are like, well, how much is it? I always say, I'll message you. Because then other people might be like, well, I want to know. I better message her. Or I better ask her. She did post. Because if you post it on there, they might be like, oh, it's a little bit more than I thought. And then you never knew that they were interested in that product to begin with. But also creating curiosity is like, when we first started, our first check was $178. It was actually pretty high for just a first month distributor. And we bought groceries with it, and we had our whole island full of groceries. And we posted that, and we just said, thank you so much. It works. You paid for 2 weeks worth of groceries for our family of 3. And I got a distributor the next week because of that post.
Because they were friends of ours. We had no idea they were struggling to buy food.
No idea. And so she was like, oh my gosh, if I could buy 2 weeks worth of groceries being in this business, I have to sign up. So she signed up. It was awesome. Then the next month we did a card payment we took a picture of our car. We're like,
Mhm.
it works pay for our car payment. And we got a distributor from that. It was just a selfie of us with our
Yep.
car. It was just a picture of our groceries. That was it. And we just wrote, thanks so much. We paid for 2 weeks of groceries, or we paid for our car. So like doing stuff like that, people are like, wow, they're really making money. This is amazing. I need to find out what this is all about. You know, creating curiosity is really, really huge.
Again, in all of those pictures that we did, like we took just a couple extra minutes to make sure we used some of the filters and things on Instagram and just made them look really nice and crisp and clean.
And some of those apps, if you want to know what we use, Pick Tap Go. So write that down, Pick Tap Go. Or I use Text on Photos. It's an app. I use Photo Grid. I use Font Candy.
That's the one I use the most, is Font Candy.
I have a couple other ones. I didn't write them down. Let's see what else. Pick Collage. Those are always good to make.
And a lot of
Candy.
those have text and filters. You can use blurring. There's a lot of things you can do.
You can put little, what's it called? Around. I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
Bubbles, frames?
No, frames. You can frame in pictures with cute little things.
That's what that means. That's
yeah,
frames.
Bubbles. Yeah. These are my bubbles.
I love
Anyways, so do you guys have any questions? I know that was a lot of information, so hopefully you took notes. But can you please name the apps?
Again, I couldn't write them fast.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry.
Pick, Tap, Go.
Yep.
And then Text on Photos. And Photo Grid. And Font Candy.
And Pick Collage. That's a good one. And Font Candy. You said Photo Candy, right?
No, Font Candy.
Oh, Photo Candy then. So there's 2 candy ones.
Oop, another question.
No.
Oh, awesome.
Any other questions? You guys can unmute yourself too if you want. That's fine. Or you can chat it in.
We are just that thorough or that boring. Okay. How do you spell the Pick, Tap, Go? Like that.
Like that. Perfect.
P-I-C, Tap,
Yeah,
Go.
P-I-C.
You got it.
Yeah, like we said, we are not pros, but we have learned a lot from other leaders. Trial and error too. Yeah, what works and what doesn't. When we post a stock photo, we get like 2 likes. It's pretty sad. But when I post a photo of me holding the box of Cleanse, I get like 26 likes and 5 comments. So
yeah, and we took
totally
time last night even to prepare for this. Like I went back when we first started, so a year ago, and we looked and we were doing some of those stock photo things, and we weren't getting very much response, even though we had a large warm market. So we had a lot of people that we could go and share this product with, but we weren't getting a great response. As soon as we started doing some of the stuff we're talking with you guys about, it made a big difference.
Okay, so how you do Facebook Live is you go to your status. Okay, hold on. Let me talk about this.
Question.
You go to your status, and you probably can't see it, but anyways, you type in whatever you want, just like a normal status. This is on your phone. And then there is a little red guy at the bottom right with like half circles over his head. You click him. You click him again. It says live video.
I don't think they can see your screen.
I know. Well, I'm talking through it. And then give it a second. It's connecting. And then you just click go live, which is right there. It's that blue button, go live.
Somebody asked if they are your own personal before and afters, is that okay to post, or do you need to be corporate approved as well? I'm going to go out on a limb. My understanding is that if we are sharing pictures, they're supposed to be corporate approved. I could be wrong, but that's...
I mean, if you have like a girlfriend and you're like, here, let me text you my personal results, that's fine. But I think if you're putting it on social media, the company wants you to use corporate approved, which you would have to email your before and afters into compliance and say what you used and the time frame and all that.
Someone else asked about, I think, about live.
Sorry.
How about a laptop regarding Facebook Live? So if you're in Facebook on your laptop, is it the same?
You know what? I tried the other day to figure it out and I couldn't. So I don't know if you can, or I don't know. I just don't know.
So some help we have no idea.
I do it all on my phone. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. But I do want to tell you one thing. What's really cool, I want to show you guys how to save a post, okay? So let me, oh, wait, sorry. Okay, so when you see a post that you really like, you're like, oh, that's so cool. My upline made the best post ever. Don't just share it at the bottom right corner. That. You can actually, you're like, well, I don't want to post it right now because I don't want to like copy her, but we all know you're going to. So what you can do is the top right corner, there's a down arrow. I don't know if you can see it. It's up here in the top right corner. You click that, and then you see these things come up. See save post. You can click save post. Boom, and it's saved. Now that it's saved, where did it go? Let me show you.
I'm glad you asked.
So you can go to more at your bottom right corner. This is all on a phone. Sorry, that's all I got for you. You can go to more, and then you can go to, there's a save. You see it says saved. Click that, and then there's your post. It's right there. And then you can click it, and you can press and hold down. You see how it says copy? You can copy. You can save the picture by saving that, holding down, save the picture. And then you can go to your newsfeed, copy and paste, do your own status, put the picture there too, that whole thing. And make sure it doesn't say contact my cell phone number at blah, blah, blah. Make sure it's your cell phone number.
Right.
Make sure it's your information, and then you can post it. But that's how you can save posts. So.
And kind of the motivation behind anything, like if you heard anything we said today, the motivation behind all of these tips and tricks would be keep it personable, make it authentic to you, make sure people know who you are and that you're excited to share these products, but do it in a way that sounds like you. That's why we coach our team not to just share other people's posts, because it's a really quick way to do that. I breeze right past those when I see them because I know that you just shared somebody else's thing. If it's about these products, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're sharing someone else's video about a gorilla throwing oranges at, in the cage, then who cares? But if you're doing it about these products, if you're doing it about your business, just make sure you use that tip that Chelsea was just talking about.
Yeah, you can save them and make them your own in a way, your own status. So that's cool.
Any other questions?
Yep.
I don't see any other in the chat. Well, I hope this was helpful for you guys.
Yes. Thank you guys for taking the time out on your Saturday to come by.
Absolutely.
And I will be posting this in our team pages for anybody who missed it. So if you have people on your team that missed it, then you can say, hey, here it is. Watch this 35-minute video.
Right.
So.
Oh, you're welcome, guys. Thanks so much. All right, everyone have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.